Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video I will be showing you how to do the open mouth mod and embroidery of the eyes for my green monster, aka Oogie Boogie. So this is the open mouth. As you can see, I can put my finger in and it has like the stitches around the mouth. And then this is the embroidered version. As you can see, I can't put my finger in his mouth, and it has the embroidered eyes. So I'm not going to be making the full body and head in this video just because I have done it so many times and I really don't want to anymore. I am starting off with round 16 in the pattern, so you should have 17 single crochet, or you should have 17 in your round as your stitch count. I'm going to place 6 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. After I've done my 6 single crochet, I'm going to chain 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. After I've chained my 7, I'm going to count 7 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then on the 8th single crochet I'm going to put my hook and I'm going to make 3 single crochet to end the round. 2 and 3. Now I'm going to take my hook out, and as you can see, here's row 16 and here's round 17, but this is just the modification part, so you will pick up back with the pattern at round 17. You're going to grab your black yarn or whatever color you're using for the inside of the mouth, and I just slip stitch on. So now here's your mouth. You're going to be doing 14 single crochet into the back loop. So you should be holding your project pretty much inside out, and you see this is row 16. I'm going to go into row 16 on the first stitch into the back loop, and I'm going to place a single crochet, and then I'm going to do the rest of round 16 back loop. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And now we're going to do the back loop of the chain stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now we're going to connect those 2 rows. So we're going to place a single crochet in your first single crochet on round 16 in the black. So we're placing our single crochets, and we're going to go around 2 to 3 times. And I will be back when I have done that. All right, now that I have 3 rounds of single crochet in the black, I'm going to fold in half, and I'm going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 single crochets on the back so that it's shut. Now I'm going to chain 1 and fasten off. You don't need a long tail at all, you're just fastening off. And then I'm going to flip the mouth into the body. Now, I technically don't have a body. Well, not technically. I literally don't have a body. So, I'm just tucking it into the air. But when you tuck it into the body, make sure there's not too much stuffing so that there's room, and then you can add a little bit of stuffing right here, but not too much. You want it to be able to open and be able to be flexible. I'm going to finish up the rest of this head, and I will be back when you pick up. You're going to be picking up with round 17, so you're starting off with 2 decreases. Okay, so this is what I have so far. So this is the mouth. It would look different if it was stuffed. It's not stuffed, so we're just gonna continue so I can show you how to do the border around the mouth, and then we will move on to the eyes embroidered and the mouth embroidered. But I did want to just show you really quickly how I go around the mouth when it's opened. So I'm taking the same color of my body, and I'm going to get on my hook here, and we're going to fasten on row 16 in the back loop that's available. And we're just going to be doing single crochets in those back loops. Oops. And we're just going to be doing single crochets in those back loops until we get to the top part of the mouth. Okay, so now we're at the top part of the mouth. Again, this would be stuffed for you, so it will be a lot easier. But you're just gonna pick up from the row in between those stitches and just do some surface crocheting. So as you can see, I'm just picking up whatever I can, really. There might be a better way to do this, but this is just how I do it. You'll feel like a little gap that you can fit your hook in, and just make those single crochets across. And then when you get back to the beginning of row 16, I just do a little slip stitch, and I cut off my yarn and fasten off. I don't know why it's stuck. I fasten off, and then I would tuck these ends in, and then there's your little face. There's your little open mouth, as you can see. So now I'm gonna move on to the embroidery. All right, guys, so this is a tutorial, and I'm sitting here editing it while I'm filming it, and I'm realizing that I was out of frame for a lot of it. Nobody told me how hard it is to film tutorials, but I hope you guys understand it. If not, message me and I will try my best to help you. I don't know, but I think it gets the job done. I'm sorry, I'm not a YouTube tutorial type of chick. Sure, I'm gonna try better in the embroidery half though. I think I have a better angle. It's just so hard to like see what you're doing and look at the camera and make sure you're still in frame. And then like, this is such a small desk too, so like I have like no room. But I'm sorry, I'm just trying to make excuses. All right, let's get to the embroidery part. All right, guys, so this is the embroidery half of the video. So what I did was I counted 2 rows up from the mouth, so 1, 2, and then I looked for the middle, and I went 1 stitch over. So so I would say this is the middle, and I'm going 1 stitch over. I'm going to insert my hook, and I'm gonna go diagonal, or what is that? I'm just gonna go, what's this, vertical? I don't know. I think it's vertical. And 1 stitch over. And then I'm just going to do that 2 times until I have a nice little eye going. All right, and then I'm going, so here's my middle stitch. I'm going 1 stitch over. And doing the same thing, and just try to make sure you're in the same row as the other eye, or else it's gonna look super lopsided. So I did that twice on the other side, so I'm gonna do it twice on this side, and then I'm just gonna come out like some random spot. Oops. And we're gonna do this. Get this black out of the way. So I have my 2 eyes, and you can maneuver the yarn around to make them look more even. All right, so there's my two eyes. Now I'm gonna take my body color. I'm just going to pretty much do the same thing. So this time I'm gonna come through this way, just so the yarn's out of the way. And I'm gonna loop around. I'm gonna do that twice. And when I'm pulling, I'm making sure that it's going on the side of the black and not over top of the black. And then the same thing on this side, but I'm gonna push my hook over here because that's where we're going next. So as you can see, it's like outlined that eye. And then we're gonna do the same thing over here. And then the same thing over there. So there is our eyes all outlined. So there's our eyes. Sorry I'm so out of breath. I'm super sick still. And here's our mouth. Alright guys, so now I'm going to be showing you how to embroider the mouth. So first you're going to take your black yarn and darning needle. You're going to find the middle and you're going to go off to the side to the corner of the eye. So right here. And then you're going to go the equal amount to this eye in the same row. So then you're going to come back over to where you first started. And you're going to do that 2 times. All right, and when you're done that, you're going to stick that in the back and cut your yarn. Now you're going to take your body color maybe that's a better view for you. Get that out of here. So now you're going to take your body color, you're going to thread your needle, and in the same places where you started with the black, you're going to put your needle through. And the same idea with the eyes, except what I did is right in the middle, I stopped and then put my needle through that middle piece, and then I came out on the other side just to kind of make more like a lip. I don't know, I just thought it looked a little better, but you could do a straight line if you wanted. So I did a top lip, and then again you're gonna do the same thing for the bottom lip, but for the bottom lip you could just do like a straight line across like this, and you can double up on this to make the lips bigger if you'd like, but I don't really think that's necessary. And then you're gonna take some acrylic yarn. I thought it looked better with the acrylic yarn, but if you want to use plush yarn, you're more than welcome to. And I'm just gonna make my little stitches. So I just, I just found like a spot, and I went through like this, and I just made a couple little stitches. And you can make them big or small or whatever you want to do. So that is the mouth. You can always adjust the stitches or take them out if you're not liking them. Like, I don't really like this big one right here, so I could take it out and readjust as much as I want. And when you're done, just thread it through the back. And then make sure you tie them and tuck them in. So that is how I do the eyes and the mouth. I hope this was a good enough tutorial. I'm sorry that I suck at tutorials, but I will try to get better. Maybe when I'm not dying and sick.